Welcome to online lectures by CA Studies. For more lectures online, please do visit castudies.lk.
Welcome back. So today also we will be continuing the first chapter. What we did so far was up to, as you could see, up to rounding off. We have covered change percentage and how to find rupee value using margins and markups, and we have learned what are they. So now we are in the final section, maximum and minimum error value. It is little bit connected to rounding off. There's like, they are very mathematical stuff, okay, this maximum and minimum, it's not like accounting related or anything. So, okay, now there are some formulas that you need to remember to find the maximum error or the minimum error. Okay, so formula number 1, actual minus estimate. Actual minus estimate is your maximum error value. Maximum, we call it absolute error. Absolute error. Okay. So remember this formula. Now what is the estimated figure? Estimate means the rounded figure. We say the rounded figure. Rounded figure means what? Example, like we rounded like 20. So this 21,565,000 is example rounded to one, let's say 2 significant figures. Then how much is the figure? As we learnt, we find what is the second significant figure, because they want only up to 2 significant figures. The second significant figure is number 1. So 2, and then after 1 we see it is the value of the digit is greater than 5. Greater than or equal to 5 is the criteria, but it is equal to 5. So add 1 to the place value digit, which is the second significant number, which is 2. And then now they asked only for 2 significant figures. So we are giving only 2 significant figures, balance 0. Okay, balance, right, zeros. Okay. So this is your estimate. Okay, this is called the estimate. Rounded, no? Okay. Then what is the actual? Actual is your actual figure, which is in this case, as per the example, it will be 21,565,000. Therefore, what is the maximum absolute error? 21,565,000 actual minus 22 million. Right? It's rounded up. So maximum error will be 435,000. 435,000 is the maximum absolute error. Now we need to know this error in percentage term. Then how we will take like this, okay? Remember, it is 435,000 is the error percentage, error value. Now let's find the percentage, okay? So remember these stuff. We have, so the percentage of the maximum error goes as, its name is maximum relative error. Maximum relative error. And that is maximum absolute error divided by the estimate. Okay, maximum absolute error divided by estimate into 100. So what was our maximum error? 435,000, and your estimate means the rounded figure. What was it? 21 million. No, 22 million was the rounded figure into 100. So how much you will get? 435,000 divided by 22, 22 million into 100 is 1.97%. Now round it to one decimal place. You all try. How? This is the decimal point. What is the first decimal place? It is the first number after the decimal point. So this number, so the number after the place value digit is greater than 5. So add 1 to 9. When you add 1, it becomes 10. That 10 goes to this particular one. So it becomes 2. Okay, 2.00%. So I will, but anyway, now this is the approximate figure. To prove you, let me put, so 1.97%. So you will write like this. Finally, you need to express your error. In expressing your error, you should write 22 million. Okay, plus or minus this. I am going to write the full, but because otherwise decimal places might adjust. 1.97%. This is how you express your maximum absolute error. So it is 22 million into, now let's calculate and see 22 million minus 1.97%, how it looks like. It looks like this. 22 million, as we learnt in markups and margin, you remember the way we calculated 100 plus 5 percentage, we increased, how we did the percentage change. Same way only we have to follow here also. So 22 million multiplied by, this is, now I am going to take the minus because I know that the original value is less than our estimate. So I want to show you that how it do. 100% minus 1.97%. It should be equal to our original value. Yes, it is 21,566,600. The original what we took was 21,565,000, right? So it has become 66,600 because of the decimals. There is a continuous decimal, but we put only up to 2 decimal places. That's why. But if it's giving the actual number near to the real original one. Okay. So when now in the exam they'll like give you the estimate and ask you to find the original value, or they will ask you to find the maximum error value for this particular estimate. Then you have to take this percentage and show it in plus or minus. Plus or minus here means the error can be more than 22 million or less than 22 million, right? So like it is actually the actual can be more than 22 million or less than 22 million if we plus or minus our error. We know that it was less than, but the error is always expressed likewise as plus or minus. But the actually is not more than 22 million. But that is an issue only. But they say we get an approximate figure. Now, but if you take 22 million, the plus way, right, into 101.97 percentage, it is how much? That is fine, okay. So, I will erase this, I will prove yours, okay. That is also fine. Now, we took the minus, it is okay, the minus one, right. Now, let us take the plus side, right. So, 22 million into 101.97 percentage, the plus. We add 1.97 percentage to 100 percentage and get the figure. So, it is 22 million multiplied by 101.97 is 22,433,400. Now, it is very far from the actual that we had, which is 21,565,000. So, anyway, but at least it is coming to, if we round it to two significant figures, this will be 22 million. Am I right? So, at least it is stopping at the estimated figure. So, that is why they like permit the plus or minus. Yeah. So, actually it should be like in a way that plus or minus gives 21,565, but this is the formula we have to use for any situation so that we don't get confused. That is the thing. So, remember those formulas, okay. Right. Now, let us start doing a question, then you will understand what I say. So, if you see the next question, it is about a chemical manufacturer. Right. Okay. Okay. So, if you read the question, a chemical producer plans to sell 50,000 liters to the nearest 1,000 liters. So, he plans to sell, sales volume. It has volume and price. No? Volume and price. The volume is always 50,000 liters. It has been obtained after rounding off. So, how did they round off to the nearest 1,000? Now we are going to learn a new theory in maximum absolute error. That is, if they ask for the error, okay, if they ask for an error of a figure that was already rounded off, okay, to the nearest to the nearest tenth, if that rounded figure or if that estimate rounded figure was rounded, okay, was rounded to the nearest tenth, then you will get, you have to give your maximum error or minimum error, right, at to the nearest rupee. Okay, one below. That's how you should express your error. That's a rule. Memorize it. Okay. To the nearest tenth, if the rounded figure was to the nearest tenth, your error must be expressed to the nearest rupee. If it was to the nearest 100, then guess what should be the maximum error? 1 below. What is 1 below? 10th. Right? It's to the nearest 10th. To the nearest 10th, because you remember this line, right, where we learned 1/10th place, 100th place, 1000th place. So you keep adding zeros on and on. So next is 10,000th place and so on, right? So 10th, if the figure was to the 10th, you round it to your nearest rupee. And give your maximum error. If the rounded figure was to the 100, you give your maximum error to the nearest 10th, the one right behind it. Fine. So the nearest 1000, how you will express? You will express in 100. Okay. To the nearest 100. So, given that these liters were rounded to the nearest 1000, then what should be your error? Should be expressed in hundreds. Hundreds, how we should see. Now to make this, 50,000, what should have been the error? Like what should have been the rounded? Now this is the rounded figure, no? And now we like this. So 50,000. This only something should be there, and then this with that it goes. So these 3 blank we have to fill. Now we know that they gave the 50,000 by rounding it off to 1000 liters. So 1000, if it is the rounded figure is rounded to 1000, your error must be expressed in hundreds. Now if you just say this is now 50,000, let's draw, first of all you have to draw a number line to understand it, okay. So let's start from 30,000, okay, I'm going to set in 10,000s, 40,000, 50,000. Or else let's say we'll start it from here, 50, and this is 60, and below is 30,000. Okay. So you're here. This is the rounded figure, right? Always your error must be the middle figure before the rounded figure or the estimate. Okay. So the middle figure is what? 49,500, isn't it? Because it's going in hundreds, no? If we count in 100, 49,100, 49,200. That's how it's on a 100 scale. It will go likewise. Alright, so 49,500 is your middle figure. Then find what is the difference between the middle figure and the estimate, which was, now we are assuming middle figure is your actual, this is your estimate, then the difference between actual and estimate is always the maximum absolute error, which is 500. Then how do we express in rupee terms? We express it as 50,000 plus or minus 500. Okay. In percentage terms, we take how? The relative. So, in percentage terms, this part will be known as maximum relative error. So, that will be expressed as 50,000 plus or minus, this is 500 upon the estimated figure 50,000 into 100 percentage, which is 500 divided by 50,000, 0.01. So, 50,000 into 0.01 plus 50,000 is 50,500 and the minus is 49,500. Right, if you calculate plus or minus, you will get it, get the actual. Actually, if you go through the minus part only, you will get your 49,500 actual. Now, when they say plus or minus, minus is here 49,500, but plus is 50,500, isn't it? If you go plus 500 here, plus, this is minus, you get 50,500. Now, I told the estimate is rounded off using the maximum error of expressed at hundreds. Even though they rounded off to the nearest thousand, nearest thousand means they have adjusted the hundreds, right? That's why that is a possibility now. For now to the nearest thousand means this is the place value digit 5, the 0 after 5, then the number after the place value digit only has done a change, right? That is why I said if they give rounded figures to the nearest thousand, express it in hundreds. If they give to the nearest, if they have rounded to the nearest 100, express in tens. Alright, so yeah. So, in this case, if you round off 49,500, what's the answer you will get in hundreds? Now, you are saying round off to the nearest thousand, okay, nearest thousand. Then you will select, this is my number because this is in the thousandth place. Then what is my next number after that place value? It is 5. Is it greater than or equal to 5? Of course, it is equal to 5. Therefore, I add 1 here. Okay, add 1. When I add 1 to 9, it becomes 10 and the now 1 of the 10 gets added to 4 over here and totally it will become 50,000. 50 and the balance numbers I put it as 0 because the numbers after the rounded figures are always 0. Okay, so you got 50,000. That's clear. But when using the plus 500, you get 50,500. Now check and see 50,500. If you round off, if you want to round off to the nearest 1000, your place value digit is this 0. Then you again look at the number before it. Is it greater than or equal to 5? Greater than or equal to 5. If it is greater than or equal, so it is equal to 5. Equal to 5 means you have to add 1 to the 0 over here, our place value digit in the 1000th place. Right? Then if you add 1 here, what's the answer? 51,000. Is it a rounded figure? Is it a rounded sales volume given in the question? No, it is not. It's because they have given 50,000, and but when we express in plus or minus 500, we get 51,000. So actually how much must be here plus? Tell me. You have to go forward, that means somehow you have to go after 50,000, but how far can you go? Maximum, you can stop here, right? Which is, I'll show it in another pen. You can stop it at 50,499, am I right? Because if you go to 50,501 or 50,600, all will give the same answer of 51,000. Nothing will give 50,000. But we want to plus and get 50,000. So you can go maximum after 50,000 only up to 50,499. Then 50,499 means your plus will become 499. Not what? Not 500, because the difference between these two is 499. So theoretically, right? Theoretically, your error must be expressed as, if it is like perfect, 50,000 minus 500, and then the plus you should show 499. But like this we never express an error. Okay? We express errors for the same value. Plus and minus must be the same. So you have to, no choice. That issue is there only, but these are estimates, no? So it is okay. Alright, so give minus 500 and instead of this say plus 500. So how you write it? 50,000 plus or minus 500. That's how you write. But theoretically this is only happening, but practically in the exam and in anywhere you have to express an error in the same value, even though it is plus or minus. Right. Okay. So with that, our sales was, so this is how we find the error value when they did not give us the actual. Okay. So always look at the number line and take the middle value, that is your actual, and then when you actually, the middle value decides everything, because see, because again just see, 5 only decides no round upwards or downwards. If it is less than 5, you won't do anything. If it is more than 5 only, you will do anything, right? You will add 1. So that's why they are asking you to take the middle value that shows as 5. Okay? So always use a number with 5 in the, like in the number line, use with the value 5. So then only that's the logic behind why you are taking the middle value. Okay. So this will maximum error is is 500. You express as how? 50,000 plus or minus 500. Next one, price was 10 rupees, right? It was 10 rupees. So how does it work? It was rounded to the nearest rupee. Nearest rupee means, now the number before the rupee is always after the decimal point, because no any other number below the rupee value. Everything is after the decimal point. So draw the number line. So it will be easy to understand. So you have 9, 10 and 11. Now what's the middle value? I said take with something with 5, go 5. So how? It will be 9.1, right? 9.2, 9.3, 9.4 and the fifth one will be 9.5, which decides the rounding of number 9, right? Okay. Okay, now we found our middle value. Take the difference between the middle value and the estimate figure, which is how much? 0.5. Put it here. Maximum error 0.5. You have no choice. You found your middle figure, and that difference is only your error value. Okay, and you, even though the plus of the error, now this is a minus, no, the plus of the error is over here. So even though it gives you 10.5, right, 10.5 rounded, this 5 is greater than 5, so it will definitely add 1 to 10, right, add 1 to 10, so it will become 11, right, 11. So it is theoretically incorrect, but no choice. So you put, in minus 5, of course this 9.5 will become 10. So write 10 plus or minus 0.5. Okay. Alright. So we sort that out. Next, they say, so now, okay, they asked to find the revenue and the cost now. Now, they asked to find the maximum absolute error for revenue. Maximum absolute error for revenue. We know, now, I told you, maximums are this plus. These are maximum. Okay. Minimum is the minuses. Okay. Minus. This is the minimum. Memorize this. Memorize it nicely. Pluses are maximums, minuses are minimums. Now, we need the maximum absolute error for revenue. How to calculate revenue? Sales volume multiplied by sales price. Right? What is the maximum volume? Right? You must find the maximum sales volume because you want the maximum absolute error. Maximum sales volume and the maximum sales price. Maximum sales volume is 50,000 plus 500 into maximum sales price is 10 rupees plus 0.5. What's your answer? 50,500 multiplied by 10.5. How much it is? Calculate. 50,500 multiplied by 10.5 is 530,250. Okay. So now this is what? Now this part, right, is your maximum, not the error. Why? Why is it not the error? Because we add to the original value. This is the maximum original value. Okay. This is the maximum original value. What is the error? Ideally, right? So, ideally, you must take the difference between your maximum original value with your estimated value. That means rounded value. Okay. So, this one add to the formula minus estimate. That was a absolute error formula. No? Absolute error formula is actual minus estimate. Right? Your estimate how much it is? We know using the rounded figures, estimate is 50,000 is the rounded figure for sales volume, 10 rupees is the rounded figure for sales price. Then minus, put these in brackets, right, minus 50,000. Okay. So, this is your maximum, the original value, right, without rounding off, right, minus, sorry, this is 500,000, okay, minus 500,000. What is the balance? Balance 30,250. Okay. So, this is your maximum absolute error for revenue. So, you can't take only the error figures and multiply. You got to multiply into your quantity and the rupee value, right? And then take the actual and then minus your without adjustment, without round offs, without the error values, what is the figure? And the difference only is the error value, right? This is with the original, because 500,000 is from the original, no? So that can't be the error value. The error value is the difference with the estimate. As we learned initially, that's why I gave the formula. Always remember to find maximum absolute error equal actual minus estimate. Actual is obtained. Now maximum actual. Now we need the maximum error means you have to take the maximum actual. Maximum actual how to take? the plus sign only you must use. 50,000 plus 500, 10 plus 0.5. Then take it, which includes original because it's multiplied by the original, it's increasing the original values. Then compare it with your estimated figure. Then the answer, end answer is your error for that particular variable. So remember, so always remember to remember these steps. Okay. Now with that, let's find the relative error for revenue. Okay. Maximum relative error for revenue. Remember this 30,250 is the absolute error. Okay, always remember the formulas that is given and see the steps to apply it. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Then it is easy for you to do. Okay. So, in the maximum relative error, what is the formula? Maximum absolute error divided by what? The estimate. Rounded figure into 100%. Absolute error expressed in percentage terms are called relative errors. Okay. So, absolute error is 30,250. Your estimate is 500,000. You have to take now, this is for revenue now, right? So, take the total revenue as your estimate into 100. It will be 30,250 divided by 500,000 into 100, 6.05%. Now, how will you write it? Express it as, it is for this 500,000 revenue. No? So, revenue is our base. Our original value is not original, estimate value is 500,000 revenue. Okay, this is the estimated rounded revenue, but it was rounded maybe plus or minus 6.05%. Now, apply and see 500,000 into 106.5%. Now, let's take the plus thing, right? 500,000 into 106.05%. It gives you 530,250. If you check and see, this was your maximum actual value that we calculated initially. And the minus part, anyway it won't come, no, nearly anyway it won't come. So, but we have no choice, we have to put it in, show it, display it likewise, because these are estimates, so that's not a problem also. Okay, so 6.05, if you calculate that by 100, it is something 469,750. When you take the minus side of it, 500,000 into 100% minus 6.05%. Then the answer is 469,750, which is not the actual, but you know, yeah, but it is very close to 500,000. That conclusion we can give. Okay, so but let's see if it is with the minimum, meaning Now this is using the maximum absolute error. Then it will definitely match the maximum absolute value. What about the minimum absolute value? So 50,000 into it was 50,000 minus 500 multiplied by 10 minus 0.5. It's 470,250. 470,250. That's your minimum value. So the minus percentage must match your minimum absolute value. Okay, minimum absolute value. So, but there is a 1000 gap. That could be because we use the difference of the absolute error likewise. So, because you remember now, minus 500 will not give you 50,000, it will give you 51,000. So, that adjustment, ideally it must be 499 or something like that, right? But because of that adjustment difference only, that it's showing in the minimum section, because we calculated the percentage using the maximum absolute error. Okay. So, this is how we do it. Now, if they ask for the, what they'll ask is, now this is just to prove only, I wanted to prove your, okay, that's why I showed it, but they will ask you the percentage and to express it like this, and you have to select the correct option. Fine. Now we did it for revenue. Now try it for the cost. Now cost, they gave you the relative error. That means the absolute error given in percentage terms. They gave you the relative error. You got to find the what you call the, I think the error value, right? Maximum absolute error for the cost. So let's put costs here, change these. Okay, cost, material cost and labor. Okay, 100,000 plus or minus, they directly gave it here. So let me take this off. So it's expressed already, yeah? So it's expressed. The question itself, they gave how much? Plus or minus 5%. This is a not absolute error, relative error. The name, the type is same, but the name we call, if it's in percentage, we call it relative error. And 300,000 plus or minus 10%, that's also relative error. Okay. Now maximum means what? Which one you should use? Plus or minus? You must use the plus. Okay. So material cost will be addition material plus labor, and the maximum of that is maximum cost equals maximum material cost plus maximum labor cost. What's the maximum material cost? 100,000 into 105%. It will give you the increased value. And labor, 300,000 into 110%. So calculate. $435,000. Okay. So this is your maximum cost. Okay, maximum cost. Now we want to get the maximum error. Now remember 100,000 and 300,000. Okay. So your maximum absolute error in cost is maximum cost, right? Maximum actual cost, not the rounded, actual minus estimate. Actual how much? 435,000 minus, okay, 35 minus actual, estimate is 100,000 plus 100k plus 300k. How much? Therefore the total, that's 400,000. So maximum absolute error is 35,000. This is your maximum absolute error for cost. Fine. And then the relative error is what? Maximum absolute error divided by estimated figure into 100%. So you could quickly calculate it. Maximum relative error equals maximum absolute error divided by estimate into 100. Absolute error is 35,000. Now this is for relative error for cost, okay? You never combine like that. So 35,000 divided by estimate of 400,000. Okay. Into 100%. So your value is 35,000 divided by 400,000 into 100%. No, 100% 8.75%. So how do you express? Put the estimate, you express like this, write down. You can write down as a formula estimate plus or minus the percentage value. Okay. This one you should fill. So what is our estimate? 400,000 plus or minus 8.75%. Okay. Right. So with that we are actually done with the errors, and now next we will look at how to get maximum value, like in which situation. Now you saw maybe previously we calculated maximum absolute error is maximum actual minus maximum and the estimate, right? So maximum actual, we got it using by adding or multiplying the maximum values. Now in getting maximums, now when it comes to dividing, if you want to divide, your maximum has numerator must be higher than the denominator. So basically you should have a maximum numerator and a minimum denominator. Likewise only you have to find. So there are some rules in finding how to find maximum actual. Okay, like in terms of the error is fine. I told no, when it is maximum error, you take the plus related item. That is fine. That no change, but how you mix up two variables to get your maximum value is what we'll see next. Okay, so for now we can stop and let's meet at the next session.
Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned with castudies.lk for more lectures online.